We're live. Hello, hello. Waiting on my cohorts to join us. I forgot I was busy working. I'll have to tell you my sad story here in a second. Oh, here comes Lori. Hello, hello.
Good morning, darling.
Good morning. Hannah's not gonna, I was just trying to send you a message. That's why I'm late. Saying Hannah wasn't going to be able to make it today.
Oh, that's all right. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
I am trying to get my butt in order here. I'm still not together.
Always.
What's going on? I'm telling you, I start this process half an hour early. Never fails. I'm going to start an hour early.
Yeah. I
like to sleep. I'm a sleeper, though, and so I'll sleep. I get up at like 8, 9. But on some of these days where it's just like quiet, temperature's right, I just want to stay in that bed. Today was one of them.
Not me. My eyeballs popped open at 5:15, and I thought,
no. Rebel, mine do too. At like 4:35, I'm like, hi. I could probably get the most work done at 5 in the morning if I just got my ass out of bed.
I like my mornings. Good morning, Sherry.
I'll just lay there and watch my murder mysteries, watch my stories, do some cross listing.
Yeah.
Oh, here's our comments.
I need to leave a computer in my room so I can do that too without crawling out of bed. It's so
oh my gosh, I forgot to send. I did send you the picture when I was watching you on my big TV and cross listing. I didn't know how appropriate that would be to social media, so I figured I would just send it to you. I thought it was funny.
That's very good. Very good.
I'm in bed with Rebel. Watch out.
Good morning, Heather and Beth.
People coming in are like, what did I miss?
I know. Yeah. I have been going nonstop.
Where's our friend?
I don't know. She'll join us.
Yeah, she will. I have been having so much. I really got to make a call with Robert. I've been having so many issues. I'm wondering if this is just my sign.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating. It's so frustrating. And I know that once I get a system, just like eBay or Posh or anything, once you get it down, you operate like a machine. I'm good like that. But dang it, I'm so sick and tired of learning new stuff. I want to do all the stuff that I know how to do right now.
Yeah. And you never were able to opt back out of that eBay screen?
No, we're good. Here's the thing. It's so weird because I wanted to share this with you because if it happens to you. Okay, so when you go into your draft, how do I say this? It's like halfway old style and halfway new style. So when you first go in, it'll pop up the new. But then when you go in to do edits or anything, it'll bring up the old way. So weird. Or maybe I got that backwards. One of the two, but it's just really bizarre. But I mean, I'm sure that's going to change. That's got to be a glitch. I don't think they're keeping the old way. So I've kind of figured it out. What's nice about it is the way that they have everything on one page, kind of like, it's just a little bit more simplified. It's just learning new, no matter simplified or not, sucks.
Yeah. And I worry too, because I do sell, copy my last listing when I'm listing. And I just know when I went in there just for a few listings, it kept changing my screens and wasn't doing what I wanted it to do.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So there's got to be like glitches going on where that's part of it, won't let you change back. And, that's just how they go. It'll be like this for 6 months before they figure it out.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
We just have to adapt to it.
I've seen several posts where people said they woke up and they were opting to the new one and they can't get out. So I guess it's kind of like managed payments. Eventually, we're going to all just.
Eventually, they're going to get you somewhere, right?
Yes.
Right around that corner. That was so funny, managed payments. The people are, did you sign up yet? No. Did you sign up yet? It's like a race.
Yeah,
no, I'm staying here. I like it. I like that phase.
I do too now.
Well, and that's the thing with Poshmark. That was what I was saying. Like when they go to that, it'll be kind of like Poshmark, where you get your money. You just dork around and wait.
Yeah, I do daily payouts, so it's just nice every day,
Yeah.
seeing that message. Except on the days when it's a really, really low payout.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not into that yet. I'm doing I think I do it twice a week, but I'm good. And I mean, and that's only if I have money to deposit twice. eBay has been terrible for me, Rebel. I mean, terrible. I hate to be that person right now, but oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Let me tell you, I had 3 packages this morning. Yeah.
No way.
3. Now, one of them was 3 orders, but still 3 packages and 2 Posh. When Posh is almost as much as eBay, you've got an issue.
Well, here's another thing. I've been putting so much time into eBay and kind of just setting Posh to the wayside. I think I had 8 packages yesterday morning over the weekend on Posh. Wow. It just keeps up that nice, like, I guess I've done a lot of work on Posh, so I would hope to see some of it coming back. But it's just, I don't know. It's a little bit more consistent than eBay, but I'm still waiting on the eBay train. Like, I still want that
to be your main.
Be my main bay.
Right now, the only thing I'm selling on Posh are people have sent me an offer. It seems like the last 3 or 4 sales have all been offers to me, which I'm fine.
Me too.
I need to get stuff moving.
Hey, if they got the time to send me an offer, they're probably going to get the item. Just saying, because I don't want to dork around. I'm going to have it listed for 60 and they'll offer me 25 and I will look at comps, and if that's what it is, you can have it. I just want it gone. Where I'm at now. But no, I really do enjoy Poshmark. I like it.
I'm loving it. I just love being able to go in and here's the Miss Elizabeth and the Hustle Couple on. Everybody, we got Elizabeth and the Hustle Couple, and just everybody's coming on at the same time.
What is happening, chat?
You are outside in your garage.
In the garage.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Awesome. Yeah. Part of the reason I was late is because I was going back and forth about what to do. I wanted to like get something done, and I was just, I have so many things to do. Where do I start?
We should just call this Get Nothing Done Wednesday.
Exactly.
I ain't got time for that.
No.
I've been very ambitious this week. I have processed tons of stuff, but now our yard sale time is getting ready to start. I have an estate sale tonight to go to, and then yard sales around here usually start on Thursdays, and then more on Fridays, and then Saturdays have been a lot. The point, I have to put it out on the yard sale treasure map just so I can come up with a plan.
I am so jealous right now. I'm not a jealous person, but I can feel it. I can feel this weird feeling that I don't like.
Why? What are you jealous about?
I want to go to garage sales and I want a treasure map.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah, there's no sales. Here's the thing. I have so many videos of me finding a garage sale sign and going, oh, and driving to 2 weeks ago garage.
2 weeks
People
ago.
don't take their signs down. I want to just take them and walk into their house and be like,
yeah, I can't stand that. I want to stop and just jerk it down too, because
it makes me so angry. But it's so few and far between. We only have one lady that does estate sales down here, and she runs 2-day estate sales for 4 hours a time. She's just got to be. It could be a Wednesday and a Thursday, at 8 o'clock at night. That's what she does. So
I gotta show you
stay on the horn for that.
I gotta show you my garage sale finds from this past weekend, since we're talking about garage
double
sales.
Jealous. Thanks. Thanks, Lizzie.
Let me just rub it in. I mean, it's probably nothing.
Oh no, we done lost Miss Elizabeth. Uh-oh.
Well,
she'll be back.
She'll be back.
Hopefully she's figured out she's not here.
That's what I'm saying. Go through the whole bag and realize she wasn't.
Well, here's my share for the day. I paid 50 cents for this at a yard sale.
I gotta put you up on the big screen here. I can't.
All right. This is called a Twinkle Stars. I have found this twice before.
Is that
is that
the what are they? Care Bears cousins?
No, it is called a Twinkle Bear. It's by Fantasy Limited 1995. I have sold this twice before. I think once for about 120 and one for 140.
No freaking way. And
So,
did you get this at a garage sale?
50 cents at a yard sale.
But
I just opened up the battery case and it's totally gone.
Oh,
We lost you, Miss Elizabeth.
I know my computer came completely unplugged, and it's going to take a little while to upload or to reboot. So I just turned my phone on. My phone was plugged in, but there's enough charge that I could come on for a minute. Sorry about that. I know.
It's all right.
Just as I was about to show you, then that was the cliffhanger.
I was like,
I'll wait till she gets back.
Talking. I said, I hope she's still not talking to us.
No, I saw immediately that the computer went dead because I had let it come unplugged. The cord is not, it's a little bit loose, and I had moved the computer a little bit and didn't realize the cord had fallen out. So my bad.
That happens on my computer too with that cord. I'm like, I'm done with this computer. It's going to sail out the.
Yeah,
go ahead, Liz.
we've got to get a new computer. We need a new desktop because this old laptop, it's recycled from my daughter and it's on its last leg, but at least I could keep it out in the garage and then we could get a new desktop for the office. But my nephew was telling me that I should get a Chromebook, but then I was just watching the Daily Refinement podcast today and they were saying, no Chromebook. I mean, it just came up. They were talking about
I think it's more like for school and stuff like that.
Maybe.
I don't think you can run the like list perfectly in them. I don't think you can run them on Chrome.
Right. Can you not do apps on there?
I don't know.
Don't.
They should run Chrome, which should allow. Maybe.
All right, so let me show you what I got. If you can see it on my phone, okay. So this was just $1. I'm really going to watch this myself, but I could probably resell it. It is complete season 2 of Gilligan's Island. I paid $1 for that.
Love that.
I do pretty good with DVDs. In fact, this weekend, this weekend, I sold a DVD that I randomly got out of somebody's free box of their yard sale stuff. It sold for $15 plus like $3 shipping. And I got it completely free out of somebody's free. And it was a random 2009 drag racing championship or something. It was still sealed in the package. And I listed it not that long ago. And I couldn't believe that it sold that quickly. So that was awesome. Oh, I have a whole bag of train stuff that I bought that I just put in the car. But I have a whole bag of stuff like this.
The Thomas?
There's a bunch of Thomas. And there's also some wooden, like vintage wooden train that fits together magnetically. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you have any experience with those, Rebel.
Some of them sell for big bucks. I had one, I bought a case of train. Well, I passed on it because it was $100 and went to another yard sale. It was just a tote full of wooden trains. And I started just getting that feeling. You need to get them. You need to go back and get them. Well, I didn't want to go back. So I sent Robert to go get them.
I do that.
And I made thousands. One train sold for $150.
Oh my goodness. Actually, that's what this bag is. I thought this bag was some homeschool stuff I bought, but the train stuff is in this bag. So this is silly, but I'm always drawn to JoJo Siwa stuff. It's like a costume skirt. It's so cute. And I have some JoJo stuff listed that hasn't sold. That was my daughter's. Even though she's JoJo's age, she's kind of a fan. But this is really cute. This little purse and 2 figurines. And I asked the girl because they're missing their bows. And 2 of these sold recently without the bows. But I gave her my number. As I said, do you still have the bows? And she said, they're probably lost in my room somewhere. I said, if you find them, will you call me? So, and her mom wrote down my
little
number.
girl.
I know. All right. So here,
Funny.
maybe you can educate me about the different kinds of Thomas stuff. I just took all the train stuff that she had, and I think she said some of it was wind up. I don't know. This feels like it's battery operated.
That one's called a Trackmaster. Motorized Trackmaster.
All right. It's by Tommy or Tommy.
Tommy.
Is it all of them? Oh, yeah, I guess probably all of them are. These 2 are a little bit bigger.
I call them preschool.
Oh, wow.
I call them the preschool size.
All right.
I've never seen the yellow one.
This is orange.
Orange.
Orange, yep. So anyway, I'll just show you. This is the same, I think, as this.
Yes.
This is one of the wooden ones. Or no, yeah, there's some wooden Thomas. This one is,
I think that's James.
Ivo Hugh on the side. Yeah, I don't know all the names.
Oh yeah, that's the name. Then almost a lot of the wooden ones will have the name on the bottom.
Okay, so here, I'm just going to pull out random stuff, but the lady, she was so sweet. I could tell that they had probably, belonged to her child. She had just this whole big thing spread out with all these little toys. And so I just kind of surveyed it, and I started seeing the Thomas stuff. So I just started pulling out the train stuff, and I had it kind of just off to the side. Well, then these other 2 ladies come walking up, and I was like, hold on just a minute. Let me get the stuff that I'm already got pulled out. I'm like, just give me a second. I was not about to let them come and take my train.
You can't.
All right, Elizabeth, hold on
Yeah.
a second. They want me to make you a full screen, but again, I don't know which one it is.
I was wondering what that. Okay, yeah.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and start taking stuff out of the bag. And so then the lady, she sat down and she sorted it because I said, give me a price. And I was starting to worry that she was going to make it really high. But I wish I had taken a picture because she started putting them together in sets. And that would have helped so much for me to know what went with what. But I think I can figure it out.
eBay will always show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Google Lens, that was got to be a help too with the amount that's on eBay these days.
So I got all the trains for $7. And
that's good.
All the pieces, I have to count how many pieces it is. And, she went through, I didn't suggest a price. I first just kind of wanted to see what her ballpark was. And I thought, I could probably do really good with these. So, then at the end, I picked up 2 little Tonka trucks.
I think those are called Chuck.
Okay, with eyeballs, yeah. So everything else I got is trains. So the train pieces, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 29 train pieces. And these are the only 2 really big ones that are Thomas, and then these 2 are the same, I believe.
I would just test them and then keep them separate. The wooden ones, if they've got a lot of, that's a whistle.
Another one. Okay, yeah, yeah, it's different than the others. So let me see what the other Thomas stuff is.
I don't think that one's Thomas.
This one's not.
Yeah, those aren't.
These are not. No, I know, because the Thomas ones have faces. Here's a red one that is another Thomas character.
That one's called Take Along.
Okay. And then here's one. These are heavy.
Yeah.
This is metal.
That looks like a Trackmaster one.
Okay.
Is it motorized?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, maybe not.
I can't tell. I haven't really studied them out. It doesn't look like there's.
Maybe that's the one that connects to it. Pulls, maybe, huh?
Here's another little Thomas one. It's heavy too, but not quite as heavy as the others. Oh, so here's this wooden one that I already showed you. Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, this one's got a lot of wear on it, but it's also the wooden.
I'll put the wooden ones that have a lot of wear. I'll put them in a small lot and just say, has issues or something like that.
Mm-hmm. This looks like it might go with them because it has the same kind of.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
take along.
Okay. All right. So then, here's some other just random train pieces. That one's metal. What else? That's the only metal one. So this one is wooden, I think, but I feel like it goes with these. Maybe. I don't know.
That one
It's just a
kind of
flat
looks
car.
Thomas.
You think it is? Okay. It says ME on it.
Don't know.
All right. So here's one that's got eyes, but I don't know if this is
That's
Thomas or not.
Chuggington. That's
Okay.
Chuggington. And they
Is
do
he
well
part,
too.
is he part of the Thomas world or something different?
No, he's his own thing.
Okay. So I thought this was a train, but it's a wooden fire truck.
Yeah, I don't think that's Thomas though. That
No,
goes with
no.
like a wooden tracks.
Right. So here are the small wooden ones that I was kind of excited about. This doesn't really look like a train, but maybe like a bullet train. And then there are some cars.
Yeah, those aren't Thomas. Those probably were like Toys R Us had their own like Imaginarium set out. Those are nice.
Yeah, I knew they weren't Thomas, and I don't know if these are vintage. They're not marked, but I have to do some Google Lens stuff with them. But I just thought all these wooden generic ones I would put together in a lot.
Yep. That's the way to do it.
Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, well, here's a couple things. Oh, here's the engine that goes with the wooden. It's black.
Yep.
So that's cool. Did I show you this one? A little green one. This is from the Thomas world. I don't know who he is.
That's the die cast.
Peter. And here's something else. It says CWR. Here's a Thomas face. It's from the Thomas world.
There you go. You did good
metal.
for $7.
Right?
Yeah, I think so. And then to round it out, I'll show you what I got with the other $3. I'm gonna give this to I may give this to my daughter. It's an Aladdin print. Or I may just, in my utility room is where I have all the Disney stuff that, because I have some things like this that were from different parades and stuff. And I don't have anything Aladdin, but I did the Aladdin parade, the whole run of the Aladdin parade back in the 90s. And my character's not on here. I did a jewelry attendant, which was a big inflatable. I was the only female who successfully did the whole run of the entire Aladdin parade as a jewelry attendant and I was just telling my daughter this, because she kind of thrives on doing the things at her job that nobody else wants to do. She loves that challenge. And I said, you're kind of like me. I said, and we were just talking about this. I said, because a lot of times girls would put that inflatable costume on and go, oh, it's too heavy. A lot of guys would too. It wasn't just girls. They'd be like, oh, that's too heavy. And so I would be like, give me that costume. So that was fun. So I really, and I also did puppeteering a little bit in the Aladdin parade as well. So this is just kind of commemorative of my years. Doing the Aladdin parade.
There's lots of comments about computers and stuff. You'll have to go back and read.
Yeah, I'm totally on Lizzie's trains here.
Yes.
Where's?
And then
so then let me show you then the I got some homeschool books. And then I was just talking to my sister today, and she's like, oh, before you sell those, I might buy some of those from you if you'll give me a good price, because she's trying to help out a friend who is homeschooling. I got this for my daughter for quarter. It's one of those
Pampered Chef-like things.
Pampered Chef, yeah. We have one that's older than that, that's almost worn out. But I figured I'd get that for her and, put it in her hope chest for someday when she's on her own. So let me put these trains away, and then I can get out the books. Go ahead.
Cheryl Shiny Squirrel has a comment about finding a huge bag of Beanie Babies. I sell Beanie Babies. I sell them. Maybe not for a lot, but
they'll sell. They do sell.
Facebook.
They sell. They could be a good bread and butter. Well, maybe just the bread part, but
if you put a couple of them together, then you could get $9.95 or $12.95.
And there's an abundance of them, and people are still buy them.
And I send them international.
That's that's crazy. I could see that. All right, let's see.
And then let's see.
Oh, on my trip, I was at Second and Charles, and a lot of times they have. I went to 2 different Second and Charles used bookstores, and a lot of times they have a free bin out front. So I picked up 2 of these. They're the same, and they don't have any writing in them. It's Grandmother Remembers, a written heirloom for my grandchild, where you write your family stories and everything. And they were completely free. And then this is the randomest thing, but I know there's a market for these. 2 JCPenney catalogs.
Yes.
They're from 2000. This is 2002. This one's, yeah, they're both 2002. One is spring and summer, and one is fall and winter. So I figured for a prop or something, they're heavy.
I've heard the Christmas ones do really well, especially when they have the
Can
pictures.
can those be shipped media mail? Oh, crap,
I think so.
I don't believe so.
Oh, I don't know.
They have
might not.
I don't know. That
Because
would
they are.
If they've been advertising. No, I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat knows, because that would be ideal. I just found a big old box of books, Lizzie. I was gonna FaceTime you or something and have you go through it with me. And
I missed it.
but there's so much. I've just been busy, but there's so many, and it's so heavy that I have anxiety about selling them. However, if we can, I just don't know how media mail works.
Yeah, well, maybe if you can sit on them for a little while, if we ever do a meetup, you can just bring them.
It's a big old it's like a big tub. I'll just call. We'll make a phone call date or something.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, yeah, don't try to ship that kind of stuff.
No.
I would love
I'm just saying, have you help me go over and see, because when I sell them,
you're gonna sell
about listing them, because I don't know the weight wise,
okay. I thought you wanted to get rid of them.
I don't know how media mail works. No, I just want you to help me look through them so you can see what you think, if they're worth putting up. There's some cool history books, just really cool stuff.
And sometimes you just never know, but definitely with media mail, it's cheaper. So
then I wouldn't mind listing it. Then I'd list every book. If I
awesome, yeah.
I love books, and if they sell for a high amount of money, anything like over $20, I use those record boxes. It's so easy. You just kind of fold the boxes over and out they go. You don't have to worry about packing them and protecting the corners. And it's probably expensive, but I think I bought a bunch of them at one point when I thought I was going to sell record albums, and then I've never gotten to them. I have a huge pile of
short stack of albums that I haven't done anything with that I got yard sale. I don't know. I have a record player. I may just keep them. I don't know.
Chris listens to records. We have a record player in our living room. He loves listening to records.
Yeah, they're fun.
I have a vintage Fisher Price one. Of course.
Your wall.
Of course. Oh, it's too big. Yeah, I'm not having good luck with my electronic stuff. This didn't work. I was showing everybody. This doesn't work. $150. Not.
There's got to be a way you can repair that, huh?
I don't know. This doesn't work.
So
corroded
Here,
batteries.
put yourself back on a bigger screen instead of me.
Oh,
because so we can see your stuff better.
Yep, this doesn't work. Cute. My Fisher Price theater that I was so excited for and paid way too much money for doesn't work.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Having a good time with electronics.
Yeah, I just kind of avoid that stuff. So here's the books I got. She was I went over to this one box where I saw a bunch of books, and she said everything in there is a quarter. Well, I ended up getting less than that. A few things I picked up that I either will sell or put in our little free library, or I'll keep to read. I'm just not showing you the title. I mean, I'm just showing you. Here's one of the Wrinkle in Time books, Little House on the Prairie, stuff like that. But I love the
Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah, do you? So then I started seeing a bunch of these Abeka homeschool books, and
They
I
sell
didn't want
for
to
a
pay.
lot.
I didn't even want to pay a quarter for the small ones, and so I made a stack of the small ones, and I'm thinking and computing in my head 10 cents a piece, and then the bigger ones a quarter. So I offered her 5 for all the books. So the ones I just showed you, plus these little ones, and then this stack right here, and these are all Abeka, and they're all readers. So she had another bag that was other random stuff, but I don't know enough about it to know what has any value. But I thought readers are not going to go out of style. You know, readers are readers, and so I'm excited about all these. I think that I think these will sell really well. I'll just show you
Now,
some of
on
the
the
ones.
side, yeah, on the sides of the Abeka books, the readers,
Yep.
it tells you the grade, and try to
Good.
keep all of the same grade together. You'll see a
Okay.
4 or a 3 or a 2, but they sell really. I have sold large lots of them for upwards of $50.
Okay. So there's 2 numbers, like on the spines, like here's one that says 1, 3, and here's one that says 2, 10. Does that mean it's like 10th in the set for 2nd grade?
Now, I don't remember that far, but that would be 2nd grade, and they may be numbered. But some of them are worth selling by themselves, but some of them are worth better in groups. So you'll have to check all of them.
Yeah, I will. Like this one just has a number 1, and it's definitely more basic, but it might be 1st grade.
Yep. All right.
But then all the others have a number, have 2 numbers. It has like 2 and then a little star or a diamond and then another number like a 6 or a 10 or something. So there may be a sequence of numbers, or it might be like 2.1, like with the AR, they're like 2 point something or 1 point something or whatever. So it might be similar. I'll have to do some research on it, but I figured it was worth grabbing them. This one's not Abeka. It's called Puddle Jumpers.
I've had them before too. I think that's another curriculum.
Okay.
Now, Cheryl Shiny Squirrel is asking about American Girl doll books. I've never had good luck with them.
Really? I have some that I haven't listed yet.
I've never had luck with them. It takes a while, but I can't tell. My screen's backwards, but I have something on me.
I got some at a big library book sale for a quarter a piece, and I figured that would be worth a shot. And I only took the ones that were in really good condition. They had some that were just beat up, and so I just took the better ones. And I was able to put together some full sets and then a few that are just random. So I'm going to list them all. I'll probably put the sets together, and then the ones that are random. Maybe people are looking for certain ones to fill out their set,
Right. Could be. I no longer pick them up because I've had a hard time getting rid of them. But I'm looking right now on here. Well, here somebody has 12 paperbacks that sold for $27. Here's 6 paperbacks that sold for $17. So, might have to check into it again.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get rich off of it, but if you can get them for a good.
There's so many, like, as far as American Girl, there's bolos and then there's just nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I picked up some American Girl toys thinking that they would sell really fast. They're still sitting.
Really?
The clothes
American
do
Girl
really well. The clothes do well.
I picked up a lot of hangers, and then I picked up like the plastic old school hangers. I picked up the car seat. They're all older stuff, but still sitting. I thought for sure it would sell.
Well, you just haven't found the right person.
Yep.
Maybe the right person will find them.
I mentioned last show that I needed to go through my boxes because I know I've got stuff that's in boxes that are too big at this point because of the new everything with the dimensional weight and stuff. And then one of my viewers, Awesome Burger, sent me a message. I think it was yesterday saying, is the price, I'm from your show. So I knew the name anyway, but is this price correct? And I went, it was measuring for a shipping of $124. Wow. So I have got to go. I went and pulled it, and Robert repacked it in a smaller box for me, and he got it down. But You know, the boxes that our priority boxes used to come in. I love them for
I love
packing,
them too.
but they're, I think, over 24 inches.
Oh, wow.
And I've got tons out there pre-packed in them. So I've got to get on it because I'm never going to sell that stuff. It's just going to sit there if it's got $124.
Right. Well, yeah, we were talking about that last show. I need to do the same thing. I only have a few things, but I bet you they're showing like crazy. Oh, yeah.
So I think every time I go to the building, I'm going to grab one big one, bring it back over here, and try to get it condensed.
I have a question. Rebel, I have a question about shipping. You were talking on a video this past week about some of the bigger plush, and you were saying about whether it fits in the biggest, like if it fits in the biggest priority postal box. Well, are you talking about the flat rate box that's like $15 to ship, or
the number 7?
okay, so that's not a flat rate box.
No, but I just know that if whatever I'm listing would fit in this size box or smaller, I don't worry about the dimensions or anything like that. This box weighs 12 ounces, so I know to put that into my thoughts as far as the weight. But anything that's not going to fit in a box like this, you really need to pre-pack it.
So you only use priority mail though, right, Rebel? You don't.
Yeah.
See, and you still have luck with it. I feel like it shows so expensive when you're searching. You know what I mean? But I think I'm going to do that. It's helpful with the priority boxes. Like I use those for Posh, obviously.
I wasn't like that before. I wasn't. I always had Parcel Select as my first, and then I would upgrade to priority. But something changed, and I was losing lots of money, and I didn't want to ship it Parcel Select because you don't have the priority insurance. It takes longer, more opportunities for it to be damaged.
Well, I'll tell you, this week my shipping has been. I got to make a call to eBay because what they've been charging my buyers is exactly what I'm paying.
There's a setting in the shipping. What's it called? The shipping stuff that you can click a button and it will charge your buyers exactly what you would pay.
Yeah, it was never like that before. No, right. I always add a couple ounces on my item anyways to make sure I'm above just a little, and sometimes it's right on, and what it's not, it balances out. But everything I sold Monday, I think I had 3 that went out, 3 or 4, and they were all like I didn't see any overage at all. In fact, one was under big time, like $1.20. And I know that I don't do that.
If you go on Seller Hub and go where it says "Hi, Lori," and go to your account settings, and then one of your choices is going to be your shipping preferences.
Okay, what was that again, Rebel?
Go where it says "Hi, Lori" up in the top.
Okay, yeah.
Then go to your account settings.
Right.
And then go down under selling, go into your shipping preferences. There may be, I think there's something in there that you can.
Okay, I'm going to look at this real quick.
Because, I don't do business policies.
Now, what is this? Why does it say I'm not enrolled in the global shipping program?
I don't know. If you are, then it should say you are.
I am. I have some of my listings I've for sure sent to GSP.
I'm wondering when you got switched over, it changed all your preferences. And you ain't even been noticing.
No, I haven't until now. That's good. Great. Okay, I'm going to be quiet real quick. I'm going to mute my mic so I can cuss. I'll be right back.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about Flip. I signed up for it just to see what it was like. It can't even compare to List Perfectly, to be honest. It can't.
No.
I tried it yesterday. I got so frustrated with it.
So Flip is a platform that is like there's like a few different things that they offer in that on that platform. It's like you can send items in, which they take and then send to a reseller to sell for you.
They've
So I
changed.
kind of looked at that. Oh, really?
They've changed. They offer cross listing and sharing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they have another entity now, which
Right.
is like it holds your analytics and like you said, lists perfectly. So I haven't looked at that yet, but I haven't gone deeper into it because I use ThreadUp to send stuff to that I don't want to sell, and I figured it would be nice to do that, but I really haven't gotten into it. Did you look into any other parts of it, or just the cross listing?
I just looked at the cross listing. I wanted to compare it because
Yeah.
there's lots of people out there talking about it. But like
Really?
with List Perfectly, I can click on you can click on however many you want. I do like 12 to 15 items at a time, and it just starts opening up my windows, and I can slowly go through them. But with that one, it would only let me upload one thing, and then it took several seconds for it to upload, and then I
haven't tried it.
When I cross listed to Poshmark, I tried to cross list something to Poshmark. It was requiring me to fill in optional stuff like that second category. It wouldn't fill in my size. I'm spoiled with List Perfectly. I love
Sandra
it.
says that she can do multiple items at a time on Flip.
But I haven't figured it out then. I wanted to test it. I have a friend who's been trying to use it too, and so far I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I haven't heard the best reviews. However, there's a couple people that I know that are successful sellers as far as boxing up their items and sending them to other sellers on Flip.
Right. I saw all that.
And that honestly, because they have such, I don't know how to put that into words right now. I need to research that part a little bit more before I talk about it. But I think that you have to sign up to be a pro seller. So like I said, there's a couple different entities like on Flip. And I know that they just started doing that cross listing, but yeah, I can't see. I have to look at it.
Yeah, I figured the question was going to come up at some point, so I thought I'm going to get ahead of it. And now who was it? Sandra says that there's a block or something I can check to do multiple imports. But the next step also for me with that is when I cross list from eBay using List Perfectly, I can click on that listing and I can put that where I'm cross listing it to.
Right.
Where with this other one, then I have to go in and it's multi-step. If
I used any other platforms, I'm pretty sure I would go back to a cross listing service. But I just use eBay and Posh, so I open up two windows and
I saw your two windows.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you guys, my computer just finally finished uploading and restarting, so I'm going to go off and then come back on from the computer. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I got my notification yesterday, so I was trying to see how it compares, and I'm going to keep checking it out just because I want to be able to give an informed decision.
Is there a monthly fee on Flip, or is it free?
No, Flip is free.
There you go. So that's what they got going for them. Okay.
All right.
So they added that in to sweeten the pot there for us resellers.
Yep.
Nice.
I tried watching tutorials. Every tutorial tried to watch went to a YouTuber who was talking about what Lori was talking about, using it as a service.
Right.
But I couldn't find too many that were actually showing
it's still
how
fairly new. So maybe if we put a squawk out, somebody who's, you know what? I know somebody who uses it regularly. I'm going to email them today and ask if they wouldn't mind maybe doing a reel or something. I don't know,
right.
Explaining it. Because there's, like I said, there's so many to it that I just don't, that's what I knew about was just the sending service.
And the thing with me though, too, is, I'm older. I don't like change. I don't like learning new things. I wanted to give this one an opportunity, but
well, it's free too. I mean, List Perfectly is freaking expensive. So is Vendu, it's not for when you're doing high volume like you do, it's expensive for a cross listing service. That's why I was happy to be able to get rid of it. I could do my cross listing faster than Vendu could do it anyways. But it didn't happen overnight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I did like the idea of Flip as far as being able to, because there was a couple girls that I know that source specifically at bins for Flip. So they'll
Oh.
yeah, I mean, that was brilliant. And I'm like, wait a second. Because, you know your weight at the bins. So what you would send to them, minus the fees and whatever, it's like a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you pick up that banana or this shirt or that, and throw it in a box to send to them? A lot of people were doing that for ThreadUp too, sourcing just for ThreadUp during the pandemic. And I did, and I killed it with ThreadUp. I love it. I love it. It's not, and I'm not saying I made a ton of money. I made the money that in mostly bins items that I was going to donate,
Right.
that didn't move after so long. Now I've learned to let it sit for longer than I have been, so I have, I think, 2 boxes going to ThreadUp now, and that's it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to look into that, and I'm going to call, I'm going to write that down right now and have her touch on that. And I think she's one of the ones that she's still talking about it, so she must be affiliated with them too.
Probably.
Maybe this will give her a. So there must not be anybody doing videos on that yet.
There's, I heard about it through the NC Picker / NC Flipper. So he showed very quickly how he was using it. And I thought, I know it's going to come up. I'm going to go ahead and see what it's about. But, I guess at this point, I just got it yesterday. I don't have enough experience with it. But so far,
well, Rebel, you know what? Let's do this. I'll go on there too. And then next week we can report back, maybe if you got time. But I will.
There's a wait list, so if you're going to do it, you need to sign up.
I already have it.
You already have
an account. Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, you tell us what you think because I'm old.
I'm old too. I'm old and ornery. That's. I know I look so super sweet, but I'm just going to figure out when things change.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Lizzie's back with the big screen.
Yes, she is.
Hi, Jersey. Oh, Lisa.
AKA Lisa.
Lisa. I was back in the chat. Beth was talking about her stovetop, and my heart just
saw that. Yeah, that would be bad. She dropped something, right? I didn't read.
Yeah, we had something kind of like that happen. We have I can't even think, porcelain sink in my kitchen, and Chris dropped the coffee carafe, and then there was something else he just broke. Just slipped out of his hand, boom, hit that porcelain, and goodbye.
Oh no!
I don't remember what this last thing was. That sucks really bad.
Yes. And right now, you order something, you can't get anything unless you settle on what they have in there. Like my washer died during the pandemic, right when it started, and there was none. I had to settle, which now I'm glad I got what I got because I really, really did not want a washer without an agitator, but I had to take one because that's all there was. And now I'm glad because it treats my toys better than one with an agitator. So, but I wash things multiple times too because there's just not that friction to get stuff as clean. Oh, she dropped a glass measuring cup on it. See, I have a glass top. I always worry because I'm one of the ones I can, and I use my canner on the glass top, and I've heard so many people say, don't do that. But so far, knock on wood, I've not had an issue. But yeah.
Yeah, that's I think he broke it was a vintage juice carafe that was kept in the fridge, and it was really, really stinking cool. Total Art Deco, smashed that. I cried at that one. He goes, "Do you think I wanted to break it, Lori?" I'm like, "No, but I loved that crap."
Yeah. I live in a house of
Things,
boys. Nothing is safe here. Nothing. I walked in my kitchen, and supposedly it's been like this for a while, but it's only been a couple of months. I walked in my kitchen and there's a crack down my kitchen window. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
how did that happen? And Robert says it's been like that, but they're terrible.
Robert's covering for somebody.
Probably.
They had a party when you were gone.
Somebody's
Something got
thrown like, I could see it being one of like those bouncy balls because they were bad for throwing them in the kitchen and seeing what it would pound off of. Yeah. Because they're still.
Memories.
Uh-oh. Lizzie, we're not hearing you.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
This computer, there is something going on with the mic, and it has to be positioned just right. It wasn't working at all. Oh, no. Anyway, so
What is it?
Turn the brightness down. What is
I'm
it?
just trying to see. Like, you can't see it. There's a big, huge line down my phone.
Oh, no.
It's really bad.
I guess whenever I was showing the JCPenney catalogs, the old ones, somebody was saying that if it, catalogs count as advertising. I wonder if there is a line where if it's so old that it becomes ephemera, if that still would count as advertising.
I think so. It would probably depend on what postal employee is going to open up your package.
Yeah.
So I would.
Valid.
Huh?
That's how, man.
I
There was
know.
a girl. There was somebody that used to sell on eBay that got busted sending thousands of packages.
Yeah.
Media
Well, I
mail.
wouldn't do it unless
I know.
somebody
I'm just saying.
told
It's
me
like,
that I'm.
so ever since I heard about that way back
Yeah.
when, I have always had that media mail thing in my head, going, "Can this really go media mail?" But I think someone in the comments said that advertisements and publication, maybe magazines, I don't know, they can't be shipped.
Right. And
So-
that's, and I get that, but I'm
What is
saying
the question though? Is what can be shipped?
well, it's supposed to be for educational materials, but what I'm wondering is if even though it was a catalog for advertisement 20 years ago, does it still count as advertisement today?
Or is
Because
it-
it's not anything that's being sold right now. It has become ephemera. So I'm wondering at what point maybe it would be okay, if there is a point. That's just my question. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think so many people get confused with media mail because
really, and I want no
you
part of
can't
that.
mail blank CDs or discs, but you can mail CDs and discs with stuff on it. You know what I mean?
What
I
about
have
like
read
movies
that, yeah.
or other like movie CDs or informational CDs?
Because even movies have trailers, which is advertising. So, there's still a gray area.
I use it for books, but a lot of times if I'm selling CDs or movies or cassettes, it's almost the same price for first class, and I'd rather just not risk it sitting in media mail. So I don't even offer it. I only offer media mail on books. Or like the educational flashcards and stuff like that. They can be really heavy, and those can be media mail.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, one time my sister was mailing me something, and she said that, the guy asked her, is it just books? She goes, yeah, it's just books and a calendar. He goes, oh, well, the calendar makes it not media mail. Can't ship media mail. And I was like, really? A calendar? Why is a calendar not, why does that not count? So
a lot of times there's advertising on calendars too.
Yeah. Well, I would think even movie like outer cases are advertising.
Well, yeah. So
I just don't bother with them because it's so close in price anyway.
Right.
And it's less time in the postal system for it to get damaged.
Yeah, and that's a good point too, Rebel, about the price. If the price is comparable, it's better to be safe than sorry, for sure. And if it is not comparable, then double check before you do it. Check, just ask.
So 1964 down at the bottom, movies and CDs are absolutely media mail.
Robert said
It's
he
not the blank
Googled.
one.
Robert Googled Media Mail, and Pitney Bowes says even if it's very old advertising, it still cannot be sent Media
Okay.
Mail.
Yeah,
Okay.
Beth commented on that in the chat too. I just,
Yeah.
it's not my wheelhouse like that area, so I don't think I would have ever even.
Mm-hmm.
But
see, and I've got a lot of that to sell from my mom's stuff because she was a home ec teacher for 30 years, 35 years. So she saved all of this really cool, it's like pamphlets and things. There's like really old Coca-Cola advertising where they would do like an educational thing, but it would have their advertising on it. So I think that stuff has definitely got a market, but it's a question about how to ship it.
now flat rate boxes come in varying sizes. That might, like that catalog might be cheaper to ship flat rate. It's still expensive.
You're right. It might be cheaper. Oh, and I'm glad you said that because back to my original question earlier about when you talk about the largest priority box. See, in my mind, when you say the largest priority box, I think you're saying the largest flat rate box, which is like $15 or $16 to ship. And I thought surely whatever plus you're putting in there does not weigh that much. So maybe when you do a video, just clarify to people that that's not what you're using. You're not using the flat rate box. Yeah.
Yeah, I never hardly use flat rate. I have them, I have a whole pile of the regional A and the B's and the all the different flat rates, but I hardly ever.
And regional B is my favorite box for Posh. Favorite, hands down. And you can use it all over too. You don't have to just use it in the regional like you would use any box. I usually cross out the regional part on it, but it's the right size, Okay. I think there's 2 B's, but it's just the right size. It's easy.
If you cross out that though, does that?
I cross it out just because, but my post guy told me it doesn't matter whether I cross it out or not. They don't look at the size of the boxes. So I just would get, kind of cover my rump.
So yeah, so that something you said made me think there was something I get okay. So Rebel, you made the point just now that you have them, but you rarely ever use them. And I get kind of frustrated sometimes with people who do YouTube, who are resellers, and they start out from the very beginning saying, okay, get you some free boxes. Just order all order all the free boxes. And I'm like, no, see what you're selling first, because what you're selling may not fit in those free boxes, and then they're just going to be taking up space.
Well, what's nice about those boxes too is that if you need, you can cut them down or Frankenbox them too, like the priority boxes that aren't flat rate, right?
Yeah. Right. I have some. My husband got some flat rate boxes whenever he was selling some radios or something and they fit back when he was doing the store. And there's still some of those left over. I haven't used a single one of those because they just don't fit what I get. And so I keep one of each of most things just so that on the random chance that something I have makes sense to ship in that, then I'll use it and then I'll just get another. But I don't need a whole stack of things taking up space that
just wait, Elizabeth. You're going to be making them sales. You're going to need all those
at some point, I'm just saying, like, I don't like it when resellers just tell everybody blanket, get all these boxes. But I think first you need to see what you're going to ship first and what you're going to need.
And there's some boxes, I don't know if I'll ever use them.
Yeah.
It's just, but yeah. Okay. I got a couple. Now, Beth just said that she picked up a blue and white Target puppy at the bins. The last one sold for $120.
Yeah.
Target and Circo. I love those 2 brands. They're both. But yeah, I do really well with some of the Target plush.
Does it have a Target on the tag?
No, it'll say on the tag. It'll either be a Circo or it'll say Target somewhere in that fine writing. Okay. But yeah, no, Target's doesn't have its own label, but it'll say, even like Walmart, Walgreens, if you look at the tags carefully, you'll find their name in there somewhere. But yeah. And then
that's awesome. $120.
Cheryl said she found a Care Bear pound heart cat. Care Bear Heart Cat just now in one of the bags full of Beanie Babies.
I didn't know there were any
I think
cats
I just
in
asked
the Care Bear
earlier.
world.
I'm looking right now. It's probably one of the cousins, right?
Yeah,
It would
maybe
have
a
to be.
cousin. That's what I was just saying earlier. Remember, I asked you if that was a Care Bear cousin that you held up. How weird.
Yeah,
That's
no.
weird. See, I got ESPN or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, it says Proud Heart
ESPN.
Cat. Proud Heart Cat. I've never had
That's
that
so
one before.
funny. Who found it? Cheryl?
Yes. In her Beanie Babies, she just
In her
lugged
Beanie Baby.
upstairs.
See, I
In her
just
Beanie.
mentioned that earlier, Cheryl, and I.
Yes.
Is that word?
I last night started trying to preview different brands that aren't my, I did that first video where I did like 12 of the vintage brands that I like to watch for. And now I'm going to be doing one that's going to be, Kelly Toy and Gaffa and Target, Dandy,
cool.
all of those more current brands, just to give people examples of things to be looking for on the high end on those also. Although you guys know me, I pick them all up. I pick it
Right,
all
but it's
up.
nice when I take what you and I put it right up here.
He help.
And I got you right on chat if I need you. I'll text you.
Exactly.
Visit.
I love when people will send me a picture of something. I got this because I heard you say this name, this brand, or look for this. And so, yeah, I'm going to do a couple more of those videos. I went back. I don't look at numbers on my old videos, but that video that I did, the 2 videos that I did on the vintage plush has like 3,000 views. It's like my highest. And I thought I need
Is it really? I figured your highest was probably your cleaning video.
It's up there too.
Yeah.
Up there too. But yeah, I keep, and then I've had several people say, when are you going to do the next installment on that? So I've got to get it done. Exactly. Uh-oh. Aqua Girl's here.
I'm going back and through and reading the chat. What was it? Someone said I heard about it through Kevin Commonwealth. Nobody seems to have been using it. I'm on the wait list. What was that for? The flip?
Yeah, flip. There's a wait list. Okay, Robert just went and looked. My cleaning video is my highest.
Okay, I kind of figured it might be. And then Beth said it's the saddest thing ever. I dropped a glass measuring cup on it. What was she talking about?
Her stove top.
Oh, y'all were talking about stoves. Okay, sorry, I'm behind the times. I'm catching up with the chat. And I said I was going to do some stuff. Well, now because I was on my phone instead of the computer, it went down like 13%, and I had to go plug it back in. So I can't even take pictures. So I'm just sitting here.
This is our life.
Yeah.
This is our life. I actually didn't get here till right before the show started because I needed new shoes. I had to go. I stand on my feet. I don't sit when I work. So I'm down here like 8 to 10 hours every day standing right here. And I swear my shoes were getting flat on the inside.
Wow.
That's all I do. So I thought I'm going to go buy me some new shoes today.
Do you have one of those mats that you stand on to kind of cushion you?
I have multiples.
Okay.
But my feet still, I'm old. I know I've said this a lot. I'm old. My knees hurt. I was a runner for years.
Really?
For years.
Oh, wow.
And my knees are shot. See, people know it's you. What? Because everybody keeps going, hi, Robert, when you're doing the. Because I can't type and watch and think.
And I wanted to just say thanks to Beth because she's been clarifying a lot of stuff about media.
Yep.
So thank you for all of that. But see, to me, the word media means
oh my gosh,
a medium for putting stuff on. Media. So to me, it wouldn't matter if it's blank or not. It's like if it's blank paper to put information on is not any different shipping wise than paper that already has information on it. I'm just saying that's just where my brain is. I get what you're saying though, that's not the case. So it's too bad, but just because it's paper doesn't mean it's media, and just because it's
I don't like media mail.
a tape or a DVD doesn't mean that it's media. So
I don't
It
like
take a
media
long
mail.
time too. It takes a long
Yeah,
time to
all
ship
right.
media
So,
mail, right?
JRKR 1964, what do you sell? Do you sell books? It says, thank God I get to use media mail with the high cost of postage. So what do you sell? Do you sell DVDs or books or both? What do you sell? Because I have a lot of books, but I have some other random stuff too.
Yeah, books. Yeah. Media mail, I think, is best for books. Everything else, if it's too light, it's not. It's just to me. That's my
Yeah.
personal opinion.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually have one thing done here in just a second.
Well, me too, by God. So I
was,
didn't tell you guys, we're leaving on our sailboat today. And
Oh,
we're
wow.
Where are you
sailing
going?
up to we're going up to a couple keys up. Take us about a day and up into the northern keys. I think we're going to Hawke's Bay for 2 nights. So that's going to be fun.
Can you stay on your boat? Does it have a
Yeah,
cabin?
we can stay. We'll stay on the boat in the marina there. They have
Nice.
we can hook up to. They have Wi-Fi and stuff, so hook up to their electric. But I'm excited about
Awesome.
that. We've been
That's
trying
very
to do
cool.
this for months, and the weather. Every time we have a few days where we don't have work, the weather has been crummy. So
I did the ultimate cruise, the one and only time. And I spent 8 months nonstop on a naval ship.
oh wow.
Out in the Pacific Ocean. If I never go out there again, I'll be all right.
Oh, I have another question for
You
Beth.
didn't lose anything, Rimble. No reason to go back.
No.
Beth posted a comment that said, also, if it's a book, it has to have at least 12 pages of writing in it. So earlier, I think she had made the comment that like the books like this, Grandma Remembers, would not count as media mail. But I mean, there's plenty of writing in it. So how is that not?
I don't.
I'm so
This
confused.
conversation's like, ooh. Yeah, that one would be tough. Again, I would still be putting it priority mail, but dang.
Yeah, so
Okay,
if it
something
was, so
up
Jill
here.
says, media mail was explained to me that if it was created for educational materials, so that's how I decided it can go media. But a movie, an entertainment DVD is not educational. That's for entertainment.
But I
And
guess some would
those
be.
are media. And a video game can be educational
Video
too,
games are
but
not.
they're not.
Yeah.
I know, I'm saying though. So that's not necessarily a hard and fast rule either, because there are educational video games.
True.
Yeah.
So she says those are not media mail. But Beth, they have 12 pages of writing. I'm just playing devil's advocate there.
You tell her,
What I
And so she says it's
suggest.
not about educational. So
go down to your post office and see what your postmaster says.
Right. Right. It could be different.
More than
I know.
likely, it's going to be opened there.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like some people, their post office, it doesn't allow certain things, even though that the USPS does allow it, or that they have a deal with whatever. Sometimes they're like, no. Nothing you can do. But yeah, ask them.
I love my
yeah, if it's questionable though, I agree. It's definitely not ever worth the risk. And I'm not ever going to try to do something shady or, dishonest at all. I've preached and teach to my kids, the truth will set you free.
I
Never try to get away with something that you shouldn't.
Lie like a rug. Robert has a saying.
I tell my kids, like, you lie, you die. You're not allowed to lie. We don't lie. Like, no,
What'd you
Mom,
say?
no. Don't be lying then.
It is a song.
Yeah.
Lie like a priceless Persian rug on a rich man's floor or something. It's a country song, of course.
Of course.
So y'all each have a question. Someone named Lori has a question for Lori, and then someone else has a plushy question. I'm assuming for Rebel.
I'm taking photos of clothing. How do you do your clothing, Lori?
Huh? Where's that? I'm trying to find it. What is it?
From Lori
From Lori
Brackenmeyer.
Brackenmeyer.
Oh, I see. Okay. I have lists where I hang my stuff right here on my rack. My stuff, and then I have a table. And if you could see this table right here, where I have tape measure. Where are they? The soft tape measures. You know, the sewing ones. I have them taped to that board. So I lay my photos or my stuff down and then pull the measurements on the board, take pictures, and throw them in here. But you know what I do is I process my items as I'm going along. So I'll create some drafts in eBay and then open them up on my computer or my laptop, whatever the heck it is. Where is it at? This thing. And then I'll add just a title in the listings as I'm doing my photos. If that makes sense. But yeah, it's pretty. I've got it pretty quick. As long as my rack stays next to me. And it's, you know, that's another thing. Like just getting everything prepped is the big part. You know, getting your stuff steamed or whatever you do, whatever your process is to get it ready. That's just the biggest pain in the butt. But once you have that done, and I found that every time, I don't care if you don't list every day, if you buy stuff every day, take that stuff out of the bag and hang it up. It makes it so much faster when you're ready to start going. Because I'll run through 100 things, like I'll let it pile up on my rack and then I'll list. And that's the fastest I've found it.
I'm gonna play with my trains again. I gotta start sorting these out.
And that's that thing back. I'm sorry. This back here is one of those white roll down window. What's it called?
Covering, window shade.
Window shade that like pulls down and up. And I have it in between my little shelves back there. Kind of makes its own little photo studio.
That's smart. All right.
I don't know if I answered that right, but
as far as space bags, I don't know about that. Sucking the air, filling it up with plush and then sucking the air out.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna do with my big old Chewbacca Squishmallow. I'm gonna attempt that. I'm just gonna put it in a regular bag though and suck the air out and then put it in an extra large something.
I think it would depend on the plush because I think there would be, if it's got paper tags, you're really
right. No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, we've got that question. Like this tie, I wouldn't see. I've got a tie I'm getting ready to do. I wouldn't put this and then squish it in with a bunch of other stuff. Vintage stuff, I don't know if I would do that because a lot of them are stiff. And if you're like sucking out all the stuff, you might actually just damage it.
Right. I like I said, that was my plan for my Squishmallow.
Mm-hmm.
And I must have seen it somewhere because you know what? No, I was packing stuff for the boat and I have space bags that I use on our boat for our big comforters. And I will break them down just to put them in the little storage space. And that's where I got my plan, I think. And I might have heard somebody, maybe a YouTuber, I can't remember, maybe Instagram post about using the space bags, but I wouldn't use it on something with like that either.
Yeah.
Jersey says
it would be okay. I think just depending on what's going in that bag.
Lisa says she did that for a plush for shipping and the buyer was happy.
And I think something like a big Squishmallow, kind of like how Donna Bottolino sent me my mystery bag. It might be okay to wrap it in an industrial size garbage bag and ship it that way. I don't know though. I don't plan on getting any of those huge Squishmallows. Do I get a certain number of listings up per day? I try to do 30. Yeah, I was 40 in January. Now I'm 30, and some days it might not be quite there, but I try to do at least 30 a day. But right now I'm running a backlog because like this morning I got distracted paying bills and didn't get everything done.
And you don't keep a draft bank, right? You
I
just
don't draft
do your
bank.
30.
I just keep my list going. But right now
Well,
I've got
excuse me. So I know like Chris from Daily Refinement always talked about doing a draft bank, and he still does, but that was for like if you were going to be gone. But I find that if I'm going to be gone, I would rather not have a lot of listings going up because I'm going to have to rely on somebody else to do the shipping. So, you know.
I think that's just like if you want to go sourcing one day and you would use your bank, you know,
Well,
or
he
in
always says, keep like a week's worth or a month's worth or whatever in case you're sick. And like, I don't know if you watch Mel from Australia, where she was down for a few days with COVID, and she was saying, she wished she had had a draft bank so that while she was sick, she would have still had listings going up. And I get it. But it's just hard. It's a hard thing.
I do that. I will schedule my listings out when I do a lot, so they don't all flood eBay at one time. So like I need to start doing that now, because I did like 9 days where I dumped 10 listings a day, and then plus anything that I picked up. And it worked. Well, I wouldn't say it worked because I don't know what's going on with my sales. I have no idea.
Yeah.
No, I'm like really bummed. Really bummed. So I don't know what's up with it. I need to get unbummed.
All right. Cheryl Shiny Squirrel said her husband just sent her a photo of a truck with the truck bed full of holiday blow molds. I told him to follow that truck. Our estate companies start posting pictures on usually Mondays and Tuesdays, like a sneak preview of what's going to be at their sales. And I noticed this morning another one of my squirrels, this morning I saw one of the estate sale companies has like the blow mold donkey in the box. And then I saw another picture that was of the entire nativity set. So yeah.
Wonder what those are going for shipping right now, Rebel. Like as far,
I don't know.
Shipped one with the new.
I have a nativity set sitting up there that I just haven't for 2 years. I've been holding on to them, trying to figure out.
Well, it's not going to decrease in value, so you're fine.
But yeah, I'd say, especially they've got to be over 24 inches. So yeah, the shipping's going to be awful. And I even went and bought boxes. I have lamp.
Yeah,
boxes.
I remember you saying that in one.
I still haven't gotten to it. But yeah, that's going to be rough, I think, now for especially the blow molds. But yeah, I know that sale starts tomorrow, and there'll be a line of people. Those blow molds won't make it through 10 people, I think, tomorrow. And it doesn't matter what the price is.
Wow.
They'll be gone. I don't want them.
Yeah, Holly, it is a bummer. I'm telling you. It stinks, because especially when you're doing your part. I think that they're just the updates and stuff going on, kind of just once it's
the end of the month.
That too. I wanted to do a what sold. And so I'm going over, and I was just going to do accumulation of like my good sales over this quarter. And I don't even want to do that. I'm like, there's just not, there's nothing to write home about. I mean, January I kicked butt. I had some really, really good sales. February too, good sales. And then starts going into, it's like, what happened? Just fell the hell off. Nobody wants to hear my sales from December or January.
Well, they might. I'm still going to do some because I just want to document it for myself. And if anybody wants to watch it, fine. And if they don't, then,
that's what? That's a great way to look at it, Lizzie. I will.
Yeah, I do videos for what I want to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Practice is practice. I'll do that.
A lot of times I'll hear like, some booktubers will, and I'm talking booktube because that's what I know, but booktubers will be like, let me know what you want to see. And I'm like, no, I don't really care what you want to see. I'm going to do the videos I want to do. And if you want to watch it, fine. I know that sounds crass, but but that's what it boils down to. I don't want to do, sure, I would love for people to watch my videos. That's not what I mean. But I feel like you will enjoy what you're doing if you do what you want to do, and it will come across in your videos.
Well,
Whereas
you're
if
more
you're just trying
knowledgeable,
to
you
measure
can
up
do
to what
more.
everybody wants, it's not going to be
Exactly.
true. It's not going to be you.
Right.
So that's just my thoughts on
That is true.
So you be you, and your audience will be there. You will find your audience if you be you. And I think that's what Rebel is a good case study of that. She got on here and she started talking about what she knows, which is plush, even though nobody else was talking about plush. And boom, everybody's like, "Oh my goodness, that's amazing!"
Right.
So
Right.
you know, she's found her people. Even
My
though,
people.
My people.
and you know, if you'd
Yeah,
asked me a
her
year ago, do you want to watch somebody who sells stuffed animals on eBay? I would be like, what? But you know, I mean, I've seen every one of her videos now, and I'm a fangirl. So
Yep.
it's it's awesome. You just never know.
I like watching what sold too, and not a lot of people really do consistently enough. So I think that's where I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I would love to see what you sold in December versus
Well,
what
you know what, and I
sell
watch
now.
every time Rebels, her what solds come out, I watch them immediately. Like anybody who does what solds that I like, I want to watch right away.
The nurse
And
flipper.
I don't really like the sourcing videos. I do sometimes. You know who I like? The only sourcers that I like is Courtney at Bolo Buddies. I don't know. Maybe it's her voice. I don't know. I can deal with her sourcing and holding the camera. But other than that, I just get, because I'm working usually when I'm listening to it, so I don't have the visual, But I do like the what sold a lot.
I like watching people who are selling things that I don't sell. I mean, I watched the zombie bargain hunter guy because he sells plush and I want to see what he's selling. But I like the nurse flipper because she's selling the vintage lace stuff.
Right.
And
I love it. I love her too.
I do too. And she's regular with her what solds, where there's others out there who say their what solds are their worst videos, and they'll just kind of throw a few things in on the end of a regular video.
Right.
But my what solds are my biggest videos.
I love watching them. So that's two of the people that I consistently watch are you and Nurse Flipper. And you put them out at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I love.
No, it is. It's consistent. It is because it just is. Even if it's off a couple, compared to what other people are doing with their what solds. A lot of people have taken off with the sourcing videos, which fun.
Now especially with yard sales.
And watch them. Yard sales are fun too. But that's what I mean. I'm usually working when I'm watching YouTube, and so I can't sit and
watch
fun.
Yeah.
And Rebel sells completely different. Like that's why I ended up being attached to her, because it was completely different than what I sold. And I just loved that, listening to something else. And will I ever probably pick up plush? I do now because of her, but never going to be my wheelhouse. But it's fun listening to new stuff.
And you don't want to do sourcing videos at your favorite estate sales, because you don't want them to watch your channel and raise prices.
Robert's like, and he doesn't think I should record at my favorite estate sale companies because they might end up watching them and seeing what I'm selling stuff for.
Right.
Well, that. Yeah, something to be said for that, for sure.
Although I'm not the type of person who tells Robert will tell people that we resell. And sometimes that works out okay for us, but I'm not the type to do that yet. I'm just not.
I just run my mouth.
He's the talker where I'm not.
So. Do you get mad at him for saying too much? You'd be like,
nah. No. We're not even usually together at yard sales and stuff. We go off in our own ways and then
my daughter's always trying to shush me. She's like, Mom, you tell people too much. You over explain. People don't care. They don't need to know all that.
Robert's sending me notes over here. He's Mr. Tech Guru. He sends me notes, making sure that I don't miss something in the chat.
What is he holding up? Cue cards?
No, I have another laptop right here. So he's got a Word document open. He's such a nerd. Sending me notes. But then he has to go like this to get my attention for me to look that way. All right. We're at an hour and a half already. I got one thing processed.
What? I thought we
I
were
got
going to have
one ready to
another
go.
a fourth person today.
Oh, Hannah sent me a message saying she wasn't going to be available. So that's all right.
And I loved having Noel on. That was awesome.
That was fun. 3
So-
hours later.
Yeah. So I had real quick before we break, I messaged her about a dollhouse furniture that I had, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "That's so funny," because one of her subscribers or friends was watching our show, and she ended up messaging her saying, "If she contacts you about the doll furniture, I know about it." So it was like I got a screenshot from her friend that saw the video, and then it was very cool. You see the way that went?
That's good. Was it worth what we were hoping it was worth?
It was what I said it was in the beginning. Remember when I sent you that message that I was like, Bolo, it's good. So I'll talk about it a little bit more. I'm going to do some more research, and then I'll probably talk about it next week because I'm going to list it this week. So yeah, it's the word that I told you that I can't remember right now, but it's that brand. So that's cool. At least I kind of had an idea. But yeah, so we're going to connect that way. And then I have yet to be back on to check my messages on Instagram. I am terrible. I need to give Noel my phone number because I don't check.
I've got all my trains sorted out. And this one, I don't know if I showed you, this is a Lionel train. And it's dated. It says 2013 from Hallmark Cards. So I don't know if that's anything good or not, but it's metal.
Is it an ornament?
Well, I don't think it's an ornament. Oh, it might be. It's got a thingy here. Oh my goodness. But it rolls. It does roll.
Yes.
That's
and
cool.
This is what we do here for you guys.
I know. It's got a year on it and everything. 2013. So I need to look that up and see if there's,
I think it's an annual series.
Okay. And I was looking at these two. These are different. There's some slight differences. Like one has red stripes and one doesn't. Also, one is slightly broken. It's got more
Those
wear.
can be bought. That end piece can be bought and replaced. Okay. My grandson was all about Thomas when he was little. So
and also one of them feels like it's, well, I don't know. They're both, I think, plastic. But this one feels like it's wooden with some stickers on it, and this one is painted on the plastic. So I don't know, they're definitely different, and I would probably list them separately. But anyway, I'm excited about what I got, and I may I don't remember what all you said, what the names of them were, so I may be messaging you later. What was the name of this one if I can't find it myself? So yeah, I'm excited. You get your puppy. Oh, is she growling or grinning?
Oh, both. He's Willie Nelson. I just heard him scratching at the door. He never looks for me unless he has to go potty or he wants food. He's such a loner. But now he wants his mama. He's like on my lap, so he could be growling at me. Who knows?
I forgot his name was Willie Nelson. That's awesome.
All right, guys. I'm going to thank you, Lisa. I'm going to go and hit the Sally, see what I can find.
Oh, good. So. I'm going to be heading to an estate sale here in just a little bit.
I'm so jealous.
No, I know.
Oh my gosh, I want to go. I was thinking about taking a trip up to the mainland, like in Lizzie's neck of the woods to Central Florida and going and doing some garage sailing and stuff.
Look me up. Let's go together.
Definitely, we'll talk. I need to do that. That's what I was going to ask you. I wonder if it's where winter ends is down here where we have our garage sales, and summer's coming, so there's going to be no sales here. Is it like that in
It slows down. Right now there's still some, but it'll slow down in the summer as far as it's hot. But they'll still have
flea markets. Do you guys have flea markets up there?
Oh my gosh, you need to come up and we need to go to Webster. Webster Flea Market is the largest flea market in the southeast region of the U.S.
I will call you. I will call you this week, and we'll plan.
It's on Mondays, only on Mondays, and then I think Plant City's on Tuesday. Yeah, all right. We can go to Webster on Monday, Plant City on Tuesday, if you've got 2 days to spend.
I will.
Okay.
I will make sure.
You're self-employed. We have time.
Right. All right, ladies.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I think I've got the wrong.